Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today I got the new molds out and I pulled out the Snowman again because I'm going to do it a second way, non-traditional. So that's my theme this year. Mostly everything maybe traditional and then non-traditional, which see glitter on here, going by the beautiful decorations I saw this year in Hobby Lobby, all in pastel yet all festive. I couldn't believe how it worked together. So we did this one already in the white the other day, and we're going to do it in holographic pink this time. And I think the holographics are going to look pretty cool on there. These I'm going to do 3 different ways because I have 3 of them. I've already measured this one with alcohol. There's still some in there. They held about 2 ounces, 2 fluid ounces of alcohol. So I'm going to mix up a little bit extra just in case. And I don't mind having the extra because I need a few extras anyway. Let me just get everything out. So I'm going to do 1 clear because it's going to be beautiful and clear. I'm going to do 1 in the Pearl White by Rolio. And then I'm going to brush 1 with the chrome powder. These are both chrome powders. I can't remember which. I have a lot of these sitting out, so I don't know if it's the original or if it's the new, so you'll have to check if you want this exact color. I'm going to link both of them below because I'm not sure if one came from each or not. So let's just start painting 1 on. Let me flip these over because I don't want anything getting in them. It happens a lot, especially when Don's joining me. I usually get it in his. I'm just going to do the icicle part because I want to be able to paint like everything else after we demold it. And it should go on pretty easily. There really shouldn't be much cleanup at all unless I get it in the upper portion where I don't want it. But that's easy enough to clean out with a little cotton swab, Q-tip, whatever you guys call them from your part of the world. So it's pretty simple, just brush it on. I didn't have a holographic blue. I really wanted the holographic, but there wasn't one in the kit. So maybe Let's Resin can put a holographic blue in the next kit that they decide to make. That would be cool. Because I know the silver looks really good. I don't know, I don't remember. I'm sure I've done the holographic pink before. I just can't remember what I put it on. And then I will probably fill them all. See, you want to get it all out. I'm going to fill them all with white because they are snowmen. I'll fill them all, the whole thing with white, even this one with the pink. That way, I'll have a white face is what I ultimately want to end up with on everything. And the white will be fine behind that. I mean, you could put black behind the pink if you want to, but I don't think it's necessary. I guess we're going to find out. I don't think it's necessary on these, though. That's more for chameleon powders. And this is not a chameleon powder, so I think I need a refill here. I'm just taking this Q-tip. You don't have to do the top, but it's better to do it so it doesn't fall in there and get in your mica powder. And I think I just took some off by accident right there. Yeah, I did. So just take a couple Q-tips, clean it up a little bit. The rest will dissolve on its own. Not dissolve, but dissipate on its own. That's in here because there's a lot of crevices. That's good for that. Let me just wipe the top of it off. I'm having so much. I love Christmas time. There's so many molds I need to get to. I literally need to make a schedule so I can get them all in. So you guys may be getting multiple molds per day for quite a while just so I can get them all done. I think I will. There's a little alcohol in there. Flip that over. Now I do like to use my hands, especially for this one. I'll do that one last. This one I may be able to brush, but I really wanted a thicker, fluffier brush. But I think there's powder on them from other things. These are really, really soft, so I don't know what color's in here. Can't tell what color that is. Probably silver, and I really don't want silver in there. This is a switching sponge. It's just the sponge inside of a can. It'll get all your, not all, a lot of the powder off. So let's try this in this one, and I'll probably use my hand for the other one just because of the shape of it. Now, there is a little ball at the bottom of the hat here, so gosh, I hope I get it all. The fluffier your brush, the better it is. It'll cover better. You won't get any of the brush marks, but you can also use your hand if you want to. But since this is wide open, I'm going to use this brush. Look at how easy that goes on. I'm just worried about the little part down there because I can kind of see it, but I can't see the whole thing. Oh, you know what? I'm going to end up painting it. I'm not going to worry about that. That's going to be different anyway. So this should be good. Look at the holographics in there. Gorgeous. Let's see if that's going to work. In this, I might have to use my hand and just rub down deep in there. But if this works, even better. Because I don't want to be like scratching up my mold with the sides of this brush. I wonder if I can, I mean, it's covering great. You know what, I can probably flip it inside out without a problem. Let's do it that way. Get some off my table. Let's just coat it like this because I think we might be able to get it back inside out. I always hate doing this because when you flip them back inside out, usually you're rubbing powder off, but since this one isn't like a whole bunch of different colors, it should be okay. And it goes on really fast, like you're watching me in real time and it's only been a couple of minutes. Just make sure you get yourself a nice fluffy brush to do that. It's gonna look so cute. So he's got the little face on the bottom part of the jar here. I think I got it all. Here's his eyes, his nose, his mouth. And these, I looked at the original picture. They didn't really do anything with them. I don't know what they are. Just a decoration, so I don't do really anything with them. Okay, I think that's it. Let's put it back the right way and see if we have any touch-ups to do. We may. Yikes. Possibly, yes, we do. Right there where my hand was. I'm just going to rub it back in. Otherwise, you will see. I'm just going to rub these sides just one more time. If I messed up the inside portion of the jar, I don't know. But in my opinion, it's the inside portion, and it shouldn't matter. So I'm just going to go around, kind of rub all that in. You could put some on your finger if you want to, like this, and do the same exact thing, and you won't leave brush marks. So this is just going to make sure that I got it on there. Well, we'll go around this too, since I'm going around. I think that should be good. You can kind of see in there. I think it looks good. And if it doesn't, we will have some creative imagination fixing to do. That looks good. So you'll just clean out your brush in here. It should get most of that off. Sometimes I do wash my brushes with soapy water and let them fully dry just to make sure they're clean. It got a lot off, but not everything. Okay, so I'm going to mix up 20 ounces. That should leave us with about, if I'm correct, 1 ounce after the fact. Just clean this. And if I end up with 1 ounce, you know I'm making another snowflake. Because I love those things. I have 2 of them from them. But one I like more than the other, just because I've used it a little bit less, and the other one I've used a little bit more. So it's not going to last forever. All right, that's nice and clean. This one holds 13 ounces. And I wrote that on there, but this does not stay. I don't know. I think that stuff is made of a wax type deal. So yeah, it's not a great solution, but at least it'll stay on there until the next time I use it, where I can rewrite it on there. All right, let me grab some resin. I'm just going to use my 1-to-1 normal epoxy. Let's get these out. And I think I'm going to just fill everything with this Pearl White by Rolio. I need to add some other white to this though, because this is mostly like a crushed crystal. So let me grab another white here. I don't want to use, oh, I use this one. Oh, Snowflake. Let's use that one. That's Snowflake by Rolio. We're going to put those together because this is going to give us the crystally beautiful, like shimmery effect. This is going to make it more white because just shimmer does not make it as opaque as I want it to be. So we're going to do everything in that color. Okay, let's get started.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage.
Still going to let this mix a while. I pulled this one out too. See the difference? This one is diamond powder. I got this off Amazon. But can you tell the difference? This one has silver in it and this one is more white. I'm going to mix them all together in here, get them all like dissolved. A lot of this stuff. Let's do 3 of those. A couple of these. There's a little bit of a difference, and then I will do a little bit of white. And I just dissolve that so I don't have any unmixed mica powder. And a little bit of alcohol, not much, just a little tiny bit. Get a little tiny stick. Whoops, not 2 sticks, just 1 stick. And that wasn't enough. That's just going to make a paste. I do mine about 6 to 7 cycles because they're 40-second cycles on their large mixer. Now their small mini mixer, you just turn it on and you just time it. That doesn't turn off, but this one turns off after 40 seconds. So I do 6 to 7 cycles to make sure I'm getting my full 4 to 5 minutes in. I'm just going to get that all dissolved. It's still a little thick. And then I'll just pour this right into the other cup. Because a lot of times you're going to end up with unmixed mica powders, and I do not want these messed up. These are beautiful molds. I want them perfect. That looks good. And I think that's done mixing. Perfect timing. Let me just close these off and put them out of the way. I always keep my my diamond ones right in arm's reach because I use them so often. And then if I need to add, then I have to add. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't dissolve it again. I mean, I guess I could in that cup if I wanted to. So this, all I do is wipe the paddles with my fingers. Get all that resin off that I possibly can. Off the bottoms. Wipe it a couple times. I clean this right before I do anything. Then I grab a paper towel. Wipe all this off. And you could do this to all your tools. Same way to clean them, not just this paddle. Let me move this. I'm going to take alcohol and wipe the paddles down with a clean paper towel now. And then it's ready to use on the next time. Now, if you use this in too deep of resin, which I have done a couple of times, and I thought I ruined it, but I didn't, it's going to go up above this piece here and like cure on your metal, and then it won't spin. So if you turn it on and it's not spinning, check it because you probably put it in too deep of some resin. And you got to rust off the resin that's cured along the metal, and then it'll start moving again. So that was the problem I think I did that 2 times, and I'm like, oh no, I need a new mixer. But I was wrong. All right, so now I'm going to scrape the sides and the bottom before I pour that in. Because if I pour that in right now, you're not going to see if you have any unmixed resin in here. And that's what I'm looking for at this point. Scrape the bottom and the sides. See if any cloudy bits come in. And if they do, get it mixed up pretty good. Doesn't hurt to hand mix for another minute or so. You got plenty of working time with this. I will have to split this in 2 though for the vacuum chamber. It'll bubble out and over. I don't see anything. Just going to pour this in, and all of it did not come out. Get it all out of here. And then I think I'll pour a little bit of resin back into this cup once I mix it and get the rest of that out of that little Dixie cup. Now I'm just basically getting the color through and through all the resin because the mica powder's already been. I'm just going to pour a little resin in there. Get that mixed up in here. Get all that powder out. Make sure we use it all. And then pour it back in here and remix. Easy peasy. Get it all out. All those drips could be like one pendant, so that's why I'm so adamant about getting all my drips out, because it could definitely be one pendant that I could give away to somebody. And then I'm just going to remix this, and then I'll split it, and that looks good. I don't think I'm going to need anything else in here. It's got the white, it's got a little silver, it's definitely got the sparkle. That's the best part if you ask me. I'm just going to split it into this cup, about halfway full. All mica powders react differently in the vacuum chamber or the bubble remover, whatever you guys are using. Some pigment pastes go crazy, some mica powders go crazy, so don't walk away from your... I've done it too many times. I get busy, I do something else because it's hands-free, and it bubbles over because that certain mica powder or pigment paste just goes everywhere. So none of them, they do not all act the same, put it that way. Let's go get these bubbles out.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky.
Let's start with the Snowman because it's the deepest pour and it's going to cure the fastest. And I'm going to make sure that little ball at the bottom of his hat doesn't have a bubble. Well, I'm going to try anyway, without messing up my powder. That's the problem. Most likely. Oh, I just messed up the powder right there by squishing it. I don't think I can even fix that. Oh man, see right there, there's a line. I'm going to have to rub the powder on after the fact. So do not squish. I'll have to use some tack it over and over. And I don't even see that there's a bubble down there after all that. I've already got resin on it, so I can't fix it right now because it needs to be dry silicone in order to get that brushed on there. So that totally stinks. But there is a fix for it, and I can do that. So here's a good learning experience for you. I'm just gonna... And the same thing with the lip of this one. I'm probably gonna get bubbles in it because if I rub it with the silicone tool, most likely I'm going to rub the pink off, but I guess I could fix that too, since I'll show you. So let's take the chance. I'd rather not have any bubbles, but I can't really see. And I know I'm messing up my powder right now. I just know it. So we'll have to do some fixing already. Barely even poured it. I didn't see any come out, but I'm sure I just rubbed off some pink. All right, that took this whole entire cup. I think the hat, if I remember correctly, holds like 7 ounces on its own. And the rest went into the base. And again, I'm not spritzing this with alcohol. I'm not going to squish it. I don't want to have to, so I'm just hoping. You know what I will do, though? I'm just going to maneuver it, not squish. Just kind of do this. Because of those eyes. Get everything kind of coated. Let's hope and pray I didn't mess up the pink on this one. Just slowly pour it in. The faster you pour, the more bubbles you're going to have. So hopefully, I don't know, this one has a lip to go on too. It just takes some tack it over and over glue and your holographic powder again, and you'll be good to go. It'll go on really nice and smoothly, so you shouldn't have any problems. You shouldn't have to seal it in or anything. Things like this, they don't get handled that much, so I don't really worry about that on this kind of pieces. All right, let's just move that out of the way. Those are going to cure very quickly. So this one I'm kind of worried about because I cannot spray it. Oh, I forgot I was going to do one clear. Ugh, gosh, you guys. I was going to do one clear. I totally forgot until I'm looking at 3 of these. I can mix up some more. That means I'm going to have a whole lot of extra. That totally stinks. I am going to try to spritz his face. Just his face. I hope that doesn't mess anything up. But I want... There's a lot of detail in their face and their scarf. Just hoping that alcohol doesn't, like, travel down the blue and start taking the blue off. Or we'll be fixing the blue too. Okay, there's the blue one. Oh, I cannot believe. I was like, I knew something fell off. Like, wow, all one color. That's crazy. That never happens. I'm not going to top that up. Let's do this one. Let's do the bigger of the 2 so I don't have so much extra. Now I got to find what to do with all of this. I'm not going to dome these, although these have a beautiful edge on them. I don't know how they did that. No clue how they did this edge. It's nice and rounded. I wish I knew. I would love to make molds like that. So, gosh, yeah, I got 4 ounces left. Let me see what I can get and make. I cannot believe that, but I want you guys to be able to see it in clear, like I promised. So we'll have blue, white, clear. Let me find another mold for this one. I found this one I was going to do this season. It's a melting snowman. Now it only holds 2 ounces, so I'm gonna still have leftover, but it's a matte mold. So I'm gonna take this silvery powder and I'm going to rub it all over this matte mold fairly quickly so I don't screw up my resin over here curing in the cup. So we might have a beautiful shimmery melted snowman. I can't wait to see. This one came in Happy Mail. I've been dying to do it ever since, but the season wasn't right when I got it. Let me see if I can even get everything quickly. Come on. So that means I'm still going to have some left. So we're definitely going to have a packed day today. I got a lot of finishing. Oh my gosh, my future. My future is holding another 3 hours in this room. I know it. The easy part is pouring, you guys. It's the time involved is finishing. Finishing good enough where you're happy to sell the pieces. That's how I think about it. If I'm going to sell it, I need to spend time on it. Because you can't just sell something that takes 5 minutes to pour at a decent cost. Okay, that should be good. I hope I got it. If not, it's already going to be shimmery from the white that's going in there. So that was the silvery colored one. Let me get this on a paper towel so I can move it out of the way. All right, 2 ounces. That leaves me another 2 ounces. Because if I would have just poured this without putting that on there, it would have been like a matte white. I wanted him nice and shiny. It looks like it's going to drain that way. I'm pretty sure it is going to drain that way. I'm going to have to prop this up on, gosh, something thick. Let me grab some sticks. This one is really off. We're going to have to get this thing level. Otherwise, what's the point? Oh, this should be fun. It's still really not level here. How am I going to level this? No, that's not it. I'm going to mess around with this for a minute and then get it poured and moved aside. I got that leveled and filled. That was not fun. That was crazy cut. I have 3 ounces left. I'm going to do these 2, but I'm going to mica powder them for once. This should be fine sitting here for a few minutes. So this is the chrome red, which is a beautiful Christmas red. So I'm just going to quickly get this powdered. And then I'm going to do the other one in the green. So I've used this one a lot more. So it's starting to fade on me. And I think if I brush it with powders, it should be okay. So I'm just going to put you in a fast forward so I can get this done real quick. Because, I don't know, it's kind of boring painting this on. Just got to get up in there, all these little crevices. And there's a lot of them. Okay, let me get this done real quick and then we'll pour. Okay, I'll clean them up later. I just want to get this poured in here. Can't spray alcohol again, so pour slowly. It's probably going to float a lot of the red powder, but that's okay. It's just the back. So since the last 2 I did were white and a couple blue ones, I figured I'd do it some traditional this time. I've never put powder in this mold, ever, so I don't even know. And again, we're filling it with white and not black, but I'm hoping it's okay. You could fill it with black too. Get that filled. Wow, this is going to be a packed day. I still have to mix some clear for that one. I'm just going to pour it really slow to get in these cracks and crevices and all the little crystals. But with all the shine that these show, you really wouldn't even see a bubble if there was one. And this might take almost everything. If not, I have my water ripple pendant mold out to use. Make some more pendants for my eBay store. I'm just going to fill this one up. It does get sharp on these, so you do need to sand the backs down. This is a great project to have that new Let's Resin sander, that's for sure. This one I think is good. You need to keep that one pretty flat so that hole will stay open is what I found. It's very easy to cover that up. Let me put my brush away over here. And this is the water ripple pendant. I think, do I want white? Why not? White's pretty. White goes with everything. And try to move a few things here. Well, it is what it is. And then I will mix up 2 ounces of clear and get all this stuff ready to unmold in a couple hours. I'm going to let it sit on my bench here. I'm not going to turn the heat on until that snowman gets pretty solid. It's going to get solid pretty quickly. So maybe about 2 hours. Then I'll turn my heat mat on because I'm wondering, Sometimes I'll get bubbles form with the heat on immediately on the backs of my pieces. So if I'm thinking if I leave it till it gets solid, then it's not going to form those bubbles because the heat's going to lower the viscosity before it raises it is what happens on a heat mat. It gets really watery and then it cures. So sometimes when it gets really watery, while it's heating, it will pop bubbles up from places that wouldn't have normally popped up if you let it cure naturally. So generally, I have been waiting a little longer than normal. I used to immediately put it on when I walked away, but I haven't been doing that just because of that reason. I'm like, I think it's because I've been putting this heat mat on really fast before I let this start to thicken up. I'm just doming these. That's what I'm doing here because they're so much easier to trim, or not trim, I should say. Okay, that's everything. I just have a little scraping left, and I think I can fit it into these. And then I will mix up some clear. That's good. Okay, well, unexpected projects, because I was talking too much, not paying attention. I'm just going to put a couple drips in this one. The center of this one is thinner than the rest of it, so I will put some more drips. I can always, normally I end up drilling out that hole because I do overfill it all the time, but it's no big deal. You just take a little tiny drill bit, it pops right out really easily. Okay, that's everything. That one's completely full. I'm going to clean up my stuff, clean up my cups, wash everything down with alcohol. I have been putting this mold release spray on my silicone tools. Somebody mentioned that, and it seems to keep them nice. Although I haven't been doing it long, but I have been doing that. So once I have my tools cleaned for the day, then I put the mold release spray on there. Get all these popped. And then I just let them, you know, go back to their toolbox until next time. I have some bubbles in this one. It's the back. It's no big deal. All right, I'll be back with 2 ounces of clear. Okay, I'm ready. Got 2 ounces mixed up. I'm just going to spritz this pretty good. Hopefully I don't create bubbles, but that alcohol should pop them. And it's got a pretty open back. You know what? The nose, I might have bubbles in those noses. Let me get a little tool of some sort. Let's do... I see a bubble in the nose. So we may not have a nose on the other two because I was not able to see that. But hopefully that alcohol traded places with the resin properly and will avoid that bubble. So we'll see how much this one actually holds since I only mixed up 2. Just under 2. I maybe have a ½ ounce left. So I will figure something out to do with that. And yeah, I will get these cured. Pop these bubbles. There might be alcohol on the surface. It will start a fire. That's good. Well, maybe that's not a bubble. Maybe that's a piece of glitter. There we go. Okay, I shall see you on demold. We should be good to unmold everything. This one's probably going to be bendy, but here's the white sparkling pendants. They always look pretty in white. White is a classic color that will go with anything. So I'll just put some flat back bails on all these. I poured a clear butterfly for the first time. One of these. And I figured, it's going to look like frosted glass, which it kind of does. And I'm going to just highlight with rhinestones and a metallic marker like normal and see what it looks like on the clear. So that's kind of cool. Never did that before. Let's do this. No, let's do this. I want to see what this looks like in the... Oh, I meant to clean that. You know what? I want to clean this. It's easier if your piece stays in there, especially when you're trying to wash it. I'm just going to spray it with alcohol. Try to get all that powder off. Otherwise, it's really hard to clean. I don't see any like resin that needs tape or anything, but I definitely wanted to get all that powder off for the next time. That was so much easier. Same thing with this one. Again, I don't see any. If you have any like pieces of resin everywhere, grab yourself some sticky tape. There's 2 pieces, but that's not a big deal. Come right off. But I want to get all that powder off so I don't get it on my next piece. I think that's good. Everything else looks pretty clean. Couple pieces of stuff. This one needs clean too. Sorry guys. I should have checked it before I turned you on, but now that you're on, you're staying on. This one can use tape. So I guess this is a good learning for the new people. Let's see, let me find some. I use the Gorilla masking tape because it's so sticky. It's so sticky, it's hard to get off the roll. It's hard to even get it like peeled back. That's how sticky this stuff is. Just take your tape. This one's got a lot. It'll get your glitter off too. And just get all that stuff off of there. That way when you want to pour it again, you don't have to try to struggle. I think, which one? This one had a few pieces. Other than that, I did really well today. Oh, this one's not clean either. Goodness gracious. Sorry, guys. Just fast forward me. It's okay. I won't hold it against you. I won't even know. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, now let's see what it looks like. Still have some cleanup to do, but not as much. So there's the hole that I do have to drill out because remember I poured some extra in there. Looks really nice though. I've never done it in a powder. I love that. So just grab yourself a drill and pop the hole in there. This is a pretty large one, so I kind of do move it around. That's it. Oops, that's all we need. So I always embellish these with stones just to give it another dimension. But that is gorgeous red. That's the chrome powders. This is the green. And I got to drill through that one. I've over poured with those last few drips. So it came out pretty clean. Oh, that's nice too. And again, I'll drill that out right now while I'm doing it. It's just got a tiny little skin on there. There you go. That's all. I don't know if those Snowman have. I wonder how you hang those. Might need an eye screw. But there's the red and the green chrome powders. I am going to have a lot of time to clean these or to finish these off. So this was that diamond dust painted on. That came out pretty cool. It's so much better than a matte mold. I mean, I got trimming to do. It's not, I guess I over poured it. So it's got buttons here. That's a scarf. Here's 2 eyes and a nose. And he's melting. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Okay, let's do the clear one. Hopefully we have noses on all 3 of these. There's the scarf. Oh, that came out nice. Perfectly clear, not a bubble. Oh, I got the whole nose too. See from below, you can see the circle. It looked like a bubble, but it's not. That is so cute. Absolutely adorable. His little scarf, his little hat. And yeah, I don't see any hole or anything. Oh, there's something on that mold there. I wonder if it's me or the mold. So when you get your molds, make sure you pour them right away. Because if there is, yeah, it's on the mold. So there's a little mark on the mold right there. So pour them, check them, and then you can always contact them to let them know if there's a problem. Take a picture and show them. But there's just a little spot here that's got not glossy. I could just put a little bit of UV resin on that and shine that back up. It's not that big of a deal. I don't use mine enough. But if I was going to be selling them, then definitely would want it to be replaced. All right. Let's see. Oh, the scarf has to come out. Oh, I got his whole nose too. Oh, good. So mostly I poured white. Well, I wanted the icicle white and his face will be white. I'll do the scarf, the hat, and the face on this one. And then I'm guessing I need eye screws to screw in there. I kind of want bigger ones than I have though. The ones I have are for like keychains. They're kind of small. I don't know if I have bigger ones. I'm gonna have to check. Otherwise, I'm gonna take a run to the store real quick and get the right ones. Here's the blue one. Ooh, that's pretty. I can't remember. Did I use the holographic? It looks like I kind of did. That is really pretty. So we got the white snowman and the blue icicles. So there's three different ways to do it. So powder, mica, and obviously clear. Cool. I like those. So if I ever have 2 ounces left over for the Christmas season, those are on the list to pour. Okay, so this one I got to be careful with the hat because, I mean, it's solid. It's just not 100% cold. I don't think I'm going to ruin it. Oh, I got a bubble under that hat, but it's okay. Check out the pink. See, that's one spot right there. Remember I said I messed it up? So I'm going to have to put some tack glue on there and right here because I was squishing it. Actually, no, I'm not going to have to do that. I'm going to cover that probably with rhinestones. So I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Needs a little tiny bit of trim, not too bad. And one more. Is that on there? Powder on there or something. All right. There's his face. His nose is good. Oh, I forgot to check. Oh, all 3 noses on my little icicles are good too. Oops. I'm trying not to touch the inside of my mold without gloves on. Come on. Let's see how we did. This one needs a little bit of washing. It's a cute mold though. I love this mold. Oh, it came out really nice. Holographic pink, you can see. Oh, nice. I love it. And this goes on like that. And there we have it. I'm just going to color the face, do some trim work on the hat. And yeah, I'm going to stick you on a couple hour fast forward today. So you guys enjoy that, and I'll see you in a minute.
Michelle's got the resin, it's a Christmas time spree. Pouring out the magic, snowman in 3. Blue as a winter sky, sparkling white, so bright.
Hand painting smiles on frosty little faces. Each one's unique, leaving heavenly traces.
Glitz and glitter, she's shining for the season. Praying for her viewers, praising Jesus the reason. Craft and joy, sparkling light in every part. Her hands making ornaments, her faith in her heart. holographic pink. It's a trinket jar so sweet. Opalescent rhinestones, a sparkling feet. Stacking up the snowman, a jar full of grace. A little treasure keeper with a smile on its face.
Icicles drip from her resin dreams. Faith in her hands like flowing streams. She hums a hymn, her heart takes flight, crafting in the glow of Christmas light.
Glitz and glitter, she's shining for the season. Praying for her viewers, praising Jesus the reason. Craft and joy, spark and light in every part. Her hands making ornaments, her faith in her heart. Glitz and glitter, she's shining for the season. Praying for her viewers, praising Jesus the reason. Craft and joy, spark and light in every part. Her hands making ornaments, her faith in her heart. Michelle's got her hands in the glitter glow, pouring that resin, watching it flow. Molds from into resin, shape just right. Snowman dreams in blue, sparkling white, clear as a winter. She sets them to shine, hands steady as prayer, her work divine.
Oh, Michelle, from glitz and glitter, craft and joy that makes hearts flitter with every pore. She's praising high, thanking Jesus under that frosty sky.
She's hand painting smiles on frosty faces, little hats and scarves, warm embraces. A pink snowman jar with holographic flair, opalescent rhinestones, love and care. It's a trinket of light, a spark to see, faith and art in harmony.
Oh, Michelle, from glitz and glitter, craft and joy that makes hearts flitter with every pore. She's praising high, thanking Jesus under that frosty sky.
Prayers for viewers whisper so sweet, blessings in the resin, her work's complete.
Fiddle strings hum, banjo keeps the beat.
She's spreading Christmas from a crafting seed.
Oh, Michelle, from glitz and glitter, craft and joy that makes hearts flitter with every pore. She's praising high, thanking Jesus under that frosty sky.
I got everything done finally. Here's the little pendants. I just used that super glue this time that I have, and they went on so fast, and I didn't have to like set them on the silicone to dry or anything because they dried in like 20 seconds. So that was cool. This is the clear butterfly, which came out pretty. I put gold around the edges and then red for Christmas. And then I put a magnet on the back of that with that same super glue. So that was nice. Love that glue. That came in Happy Mail. Here is the green Christmas ornament with red rhinestones. Gorgeous. Love that. And I put a red rope on that. Now that I have so many of those are going on everything. And then gold on this red one. I thought that was a beautiful combination. The gold and it's almost like a deep burgundy. So that's really pretty. And then here is the snowman, the melted snowman. I was going to put a top hat on him just because that's traditional, but I'm like, purple's not traditional anyway, so I'm putting a little knit hat on him. So that's what I did. So I did 2 colors of purple on his scarf and then his face and his hand. Oh, you know what? Is that another hand right there? I missed his little hand. Let me grab a little pen. I guess I'm like, why does he only have one arm? But this one is really hard to see. And then when I cover it with my shadow, it's even harder. So he's got like another stick arm on this side. And nothing up there. So, well, I'll have to fix those later. That one's a little bit bigger than this one. I used a different marker, that's why. It needs to be a little thicker since the other one was thicker. That a little bit better maybe? I don't know. I guess tree branches are different sizes anyway, right? So that is so cute. So if I ever have 2 extra ounces, I might be pouring this thing for a while instead of more of these. Okay, here is the clear one. So I didn't video putting all the stones on. You guys have seen me do that forever. So I did gold and silver on the hat and the scarf. This one had polka dots on it. And then I put the clear diamond-like rhinestone on all the tips of those icicles. And I did put the eye screw. There was a hole, barely. You could tell where it was in the original piece. It just didn't give you the hole. But I was able to screw it in that hole. So I put some glue in there. So I'm going to let that dry overnight. And then these things would not fit through my eye hook. So I have to get something, or I'll probably send them out like this, and you can use those normal hooks that come with Christmas trees for that. But I could not get one of those strings. It was just this was too small for the ends of those things. But that is the first one. Here's the blue one. So I chose pink and silver, and I put a little snowman on her hat, and then the eye screw. There was a hole right there, so I just screwed it in there. Painted their face, put these iridescent blues on that one. So that one came out pretty. You don't even need them, but you know me, I have to do it. I just have to. And then here's the white one. So I put opalescent ones on this one. Black and blue, because it's a little boy. And then black on the hat with a little snowflake. And then the eye screw had a little hole right there in the center. So there is, you have to look for it, but it was there. And then here is the jar. Isn't that cute? So I put the same AB rhinestones on that, painted this red and green, and painted the face. And that is the jar. So cute. Everything got trimmed, so nothing is sharp anymore. So on this one, I put large, medium, and small. So on the 3 rows. That way they were different sizes. I kind of like it better than the last one I did. So that came out so cute and sparkling. Love that. I love this jar. So that is everything for today, you guys. I will come up with something tomorrow, so make sure you come back tomorrow and we will see what we can get into. Thanks for watching. Stick around for those photos. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. Sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart.